Yo, what up everybody, it's Peace-I. Welcome to another video. So, I just wanted to do another quick deck profile. I did make some changes to Dragon Link. I took this to the locals on Saturday. The coronavirus really made people not want to come in, so we only had 10 participants as opposed to like 40. But I ended up going, there was 4 rounds, I ended up going X1, and I only lost to the guy that got first place. So I ended up with second place. After 4 rounds, so I got like 5 packs. I just banked it because we're not getting product for a little bit. But I wanted to go over some of the changes. So we still play 3 Starly Seyfert. This is like a 1.5 card combo. If you open a discard fodder, you can get it. So you use this to get your baby dragon. You banish it to special summon. Then you make Striker Dragon, search your field spell. Then you use the other search to make Romulus, to search the Ravine, which you can use to send your router and get Rocket Tracer, which ends up being full combo because you end up popping the field spell and making Pisty and Elpie. So that's how you do full combo with this card. And then I stressed this last deck profile. This is also full combo, except this does not eat a discard fodder because you use it to search this. Red Eyes Wyvern, it's pretty nice. But it's an extra card that you can search because this search is not once per turn, and this is part of the combo as well. This, unfortunately, it was just announced today, actually, that there was an errata in the OCG, so both of these effects are hard once per turn, so this combo is dead after that errata goes through, so it was nice while it lasted. And then for the Rocket Engine, this card's amazing. It pops cards on either player's turn, and then in used with conjunction of the Unchained Abomination, you can pop your opponent's cards during their turn. Then we also play the 2 Silver Rocket, 1900 body, and it rips cards from your opponent's extra deck, which is nice. And then this is the Dingirsu one that sends your opponent's monsters. And then this one revives a card after something is sent to graveyard. And then the 2 honorary ones, the Absa Router Dragon, which searches any of them that you need, but you're usually searching Tracer off of that. Then the 1-of dragons, you got Brotar. Sometimes your combo is weird and you want to bring this out, or if you're getting Nibiru'd when you have your Heavenly Spheres on board, you can summon this out, search Levianeer, or search your own Nibiru if it's in game 2 to protect your life points. The baby dragons, black and white, they're at 1. If they were higher, then you'd play more, but unfortunately, they're both at 1, part of the combo. Last 1-of dragon is your Cast Dragon Levianeer. You loop this with Seyfert, and you pop your opponent's cards, and you rip cards from their hand. Hand traps, 2 Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. It's still pretty good for filtering through your cards if it doesn't get ashed. Speaking of ash, here's 3 of them, and then 3 Drill and Lockbird. You want to have a chance to play the game, so you stop your opponent as much as possible. So 8 main decked hand traps. Spells, the power spells, you got your 1-of Foolish Burial. This is a new addition, 1-for-1. Since the Black Metal Dragon is full combo by itself, and it's a level 1, you can summon it off of 1-for-1, and it's full combo by itself. And if they ash this, which it got ashed twice during the tournament, you can still have the rest of your hand for your full combo, and your opponent's down 1 Ash Blossom. And then finally, Monster Reborn. I decided to incorporate this, and I cut the 2 World Legacy Guard Dragons because it was too specific. I mean, it's nice to add from grave to hand or to Reborn, but it wasn't searchable, so I feel like Monster Reborn is more versatile. And I also cut Destrudo, if we're talking about cards that I cut, because it's you have to pay half your life points, and every time I had Destrudo in my hand, I wished it was any other card anyway, so I just cut it completely. Then this is another edition, Allure of Darkness. So I was really upset that I could never see my side deck cards, and I run a lot of darks, so I decided to use this to filter through more cards in my deck, and it did actually increase the consistency. I was able to Allure of Darkness into an evenly matched and blow out my one of my opponents. So I really like this card. It really shines. You do play like I think 18 darks or 11. I don't know. It's more than 10 darks, so it's pretty consistent. Then the 1-of field spell, you got your Dragon Ravine, you search it off of Romulus, unless you have full combo, and then you don't even need to go into Romulus, you can save it for later. And then the 2 Boot Sector launch, this card's insane, it's basically Soul Charge. And then you got your quick launches to non-once per turn special summon from deck, it's insane. So if you open 2, which I did, you can summon 2 from your deck. And then finally for the spells in the main deck, we got triple Cosmic Cyclone to deal with Mystic Mine, because this doesn't have an inherent out to Mystic Mine, and also all those back row decks. Finally, or next up, extra deck, you got your Nibiru token for your Nibiru in your side deck. 2 Striker Dragon, this card's insane, it searches your field spell. Elpie Pisty, this just got banned in the OCG, so hopefully it stays in here, because this card's awesome, but if they decide to destroy it, then that, oh well, not much we can do about that. Then the Link 2s, we got Hermetic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, really nice to end on, so you can bounce one of your opponent's cards. People play Beat Cop. I like IP Masquerena better. You're never using a Link monster to link up into that stuff anyway, and then this allows you to do Unicorn things or Boral Sword things on your opponent's turn, which is really nice. And then whatever is used to make it is not destroyable by card effects, which is really nice. Then you got your Quad Boral Dragon, the Soul Charge from the extra deck. This is insane. It can pop your opponent's monsters, or it can pop yours. And if it pops a Link monster, you get to reborn that many rockets from your graveyard. Romulus to search Dragon Ravines. Delingerous to give you a free Link 2 during your combo. That's all the Link 2s. Link 3s, we just have Unicorn for spinning stuff, and then Triple Burst for going into a dragon and then popping it so that you can get your 3 monsters back from the graveyard off of Quad Boral. Then finally, Link 4s, we got the Abomination. You end on this, and it pops cards during your opponent's turn. It can pop up to 3. And then Boral Sword for closing out games, and then also triggering your rocket monsters. Then for the Synchros, we got Borreload Savage Dragon, and then the Tenyi things. This guy's awesome. It banishes cards. And then finally the side deck, we do side 1 Synchro, the Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. I didn't go into time this time because people are more familiar with the deck, so I got to play a little bit faster. But this is for time, where you can just burn your opponent and then you just win because of the time rules. Then you have the 3 Nibiru. I increased this. It's important to be able to protect your life points, and if your opponent summons too many times, you get to Nibiru them. But if they make Apollosa first, that's why we play the triple Impermanence as well, because Nibiru Impermanence and then any one of your 1-card starters is absolutely game against any combo deck, which is really nice. So that's why I side those. The 1 Twin Twisters, this is like the 15th slot. I didn't know what else to put as the 15th card in the side deck, so I just decided more back row removal is important for those back row decks, but I didn't see any back row decks on Saturday. Next up, the 3 Evenly Matched for blowing out your opponent completely. Then you've got some going first cards. You got your double anti-spell and then your Imperial Order. Maybe, like, I bought the Allures in so that I could draw these, basically, and just blow out any deck, like, because without spells, like, your deck does nothing if you're anything relevant. I wasn't even thinking of bumping up anti-spell to 3, so that I could have to see it even more often when I'm going first, because everything in the deck is like a 1-card combo, essentially. But maybe I could cut the Twin Twisters for the 3rd anti-spell. We'll see about that. And then finally, the copy of Red Reboot for those trap decks to stop them and pull them out. Alright guys, that's the deck profile. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.